History is filled with conflicting sources, forgotten details, and stories passed down through generations. Here at Legendary Auras, we piece together the surviving fragments to reveal the story. Welcome back. How do you forge a weapon of rebellion when the steppes consider your existence a mistake? In the mid-13th century, amidst a freezing blizzard across the vast Mongol plains, where power was measured solely by steel and men, a girl was born. Her father, ruler Kaidu, named her Khutulun, meaning white moon. Yet behind this delicate name, no one celebrated her arrival. Harsh Mongol tribes thrived on endless warfare and favored sons destined for combat. Growing up, Khutulun observed a painful divide. Her brothers rode wild steeds and mastered deadly bows, while she was confined to the quiet shadows of the tent to learn weaving. She gazed outside with a burning heart, realizing her fight was not against nature, but against a society that reduced women to political bargaining chips. In the silence of the night, she swore to erase her gentle name and carve an immortal legend in cold iron and blood, destined to shatter the ancient chains of her world forever. How much blood must you spill upon the dirt to force the world to see your true soul? Refusing pity, Khutulun chose ruthless discipline to shed the coat of weakness. She snuck out in the darkest hours of the night to secretly observe veteran warriors, mastering the brutal techniques of traditional Mongol wrestling. When her brothers discovered her actions and mocked her ambition, she challenged them directly to open combat, taking heavy blows without flinching, her blood stained cold rocks as she stood unbroken, forcing her family to respect her fierce resolve and grant her a warrior's place. At 20, this relentless spirit ignited the battlefield against Kublai Khan's massive army. As her father's forces were encircled, Khutulun charged through enemy lines with suicidal bravery, snatching the rival commander off his horse. In that heart-stopping moment, two armies watched in utter disbelief as the young princess became the ultimate shield of her empire. When a single woman becomes an entire legion, how does her voice decide life and death on the field? Khutulun was never a mere soldier in her father's army. She was the tactical mastermind and lethal spark in the brutal steppes warfare. She fought in dozens of violent campaigns against the disciplined forces of the Yuan Dynasty, personally leading elite cavalry charges into the deadliest breaches. Her combat style relied on terrifying speed and absolute precision, mastering the composite Mongol bow horseback to pick off enemy officers amidst blinding dust storms. Historical accounts reveal she often rode into battle helmetless, ensuring rivals knew their dire doom came from a woman's blade. Her name turned among troops into a symbol of guaranteed victory, as her presence atop a ridge alone triggered panic within enemy ranks. She fought not merely to spill blood, but to prove that military genius knows no gender, yielding only to those with ultimate power and unyielding willpower. As her father's political influence expanded, Khutulun became the ultimate target in royal marriage alliances. Princes from distant lands sought her hand, eager to claim her beauty and secure her realm. But the legendary warrior rejected being treated as property, issuing a defiance that sent shockwaves across Asia. "No man shall claim me unless he defeats me in wrestling. Those who fail forfeit 100 noble horses." She entered the arena with an unbeatable spirit, an extraordinary custom famously documented by Venetian traveler Marco Polo. Wealthy suitors arrived brimming with arrogance, only to be slammed into the dusty earth by her iron grip. Instead of finding a master, Khutulun amassed a staggering herd of over 10,000 horses, won from fallen noblemen, proving to the entire world that her absolute freedom could never be bought or broken by any man. How does your will endure when your sacred freedom threatens the survival of those you love? The ultimate drama unfolded when a handsome prince arrived with an unbelievable wager of 1,000 horses, a fortune capable of funding an empire. For the first time, Khutulun sensed a matching spirit in his eyes, feeling an unfamiliar wave of emotional vulnerability. That night, her father Kaidu entered her tent, pleading quietly, "My daughter, Yielding to him tonight secures a political alliance that saves our people from total destruction. She stepped into the roaring arena, torn between her father's desperate pleas and the fierce freedom she had bled for her entire life. As thousands held their breath, Khutulun made her tragic choice. Utilizing explosive strength, she slammed the prince onto the ground. She sacrificed love, wealth, and power in a single instant, demonstrating to humanity that a truly free soul never surrenders its integrity. What does a warrior do when betrayal comes not from enemy swords, but from family hands? As years passed, her father succumbed to severe war wounds, but before his final breath, he shattered tradition by decreeing Khutulun as the rightful heir to his throne. Yet his death unleashed political chaos. Arrogant male relatives and ambitious lords refused to be commanded by a woman, regardless of her unmatched strength and wisdom. Dark conspiracies brewed within royal tents, threatening to spark a devastating civil war among the Mongol tribes. Khutulun faced an agonizing dilemma: wage a bloody conflict against her own kin for power, or relinquish her throne to preserve unity. Choosing noble honor over personal ambition, she willingly surrendered the crown to her brother Oris. In doing so, she proved that true leadership lies in selfless sacrifice, placing the peace of her realm above the fleeting glory of wearing a royal golden crown. Does a legend vanish within the grave? Or is death merely the beginning of immortality? Khutulun spent her final years as a loyal commander, guarding the borders her father had forged in blood. In 1306, at the height of her wisdom, her life abruptly ended under mysterious circumstances. History strongly points toward a cold assassination carried out by jealous rivals. Though her body fell, her immortal spirit refused to fade. Tales of the unbeaten warrior princess echoed across continents, eventually inspiring Western literature and Puccini's grand opera, Turandot. Khutulun lived entirely on her own terms and died holding her head high, never allowing her knees to touch the earth in defeat before any man. She remains forever an eternal symbol of unyielding power, unbreakable willpower, and supreme freedom that echoes through the halls of human history.